Hey everyone, it's Justin again. In the last couple videos, you learned the basics of roots, but there's actually a lot more to them. In this video, you're going to learn that you can take a root of just about any number. It doesn't have to be a perfect square or a perfect cube. You previously learned how to take the square root of perfect squares and the cube root of perfect cubes. But the truth is, you can find roots for just about any number, whether it be a whole number, decimal, or fraction. We already know that the square root of 25 is 5. The square root of 36 is 6. The square root of 49 is 7. And the square root of 64 is 8. But what's the square root of 57? You may have noticed, but these square roots appear in order along the number line. The bigger the number, the bigger its square root. So by that logic, we would expect the square root of 57 to fall somewhere between 7 and 8. And we'd be right. If you type square root of 57 into a calculator, you get approximately 7.55. Okay, what about the square root of 34? We automatically suspect that it'll be between 5 and 6. If we type it into a calculator, square root of 34 is approximately 5.83. Did you notice how much 34 is closer to 36 than it is to 25? And how 5.83 is much closer to 6 than it is to 5? That's right, it's not just about the order. You can also estimate roots just by looking at how close to the other numbers it is. All right, what about the square root of 39? Not only is it between 36 and 49, it's closer to 36, so we'll estimate that it's around here. Sure enough, a calculator will tell you that it's 6.24. So thinking about the numbers on a number line can help you get a good idea of what the square root will end up being. This even works for taking the square root of decimals. Where do you think the square root of 5.7 would be? It'll be between the square roots of 4 and 9, but closer to 4. Let's type it into a calculator and, yep, the answer is about 2.39. Of course, we don't have to use a number line every time. What would you estimate the square root of 97.2 would be? If we remember our perfect squares, we know that 97.2 is between 81 and 100, but it's much closer to 100. So we would estimate the answer to be just below 10. And it is, at approximately 9.86. We can even find the square root of fractions, although the method probably won't surprise you. It's usually easiest to convert it into a decimal, and use the methods for decimals that we just learned. However, it's no fun recycling the same method over and over again. Don't tell anybody, but I'm going to show you a secret trick that you're not supposed to know about yet. When you're finding the square root of a fraction, the square root can be split to the top and the bottom. Since both 49 and 36 are perfect squares, we can calculate them while they're still within the fraction. And just like that, the square root of 49 over 36 is equal to 7 over 6. Anytime a fraction is made up of perfect squares, you can use this trick. By the way, 7 over 6 is approximately 1.17, which is the same answer we got from the calculator. Here's another fraction made of perfect squares. We could simplify it either by splitting the square root and then taking the square roots of 81 and 4 for an answer of 9 halves, or we could turn 81 over 4 into a decimal, 20.25. Then take the square root of that to get an answer of 4.5. If you're good at fractions and decimals, you probably already noticed, but 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So these two answers are actually the same thing. You can take the square root of just about any number, but there is one type of number that won't work. Play around with a calculator and see if you can figure out what type that is. In the next video, we're going to find out why some square roots are exact values while others have to be approximated. See you then.